We're gonna change out the transmission solenoid gasket and O-ring for 2004 Acura TL. Now I have the ratchet, the long extension, the gasket, the 3 O-rings, throttle body cleaner, a towel, and a orange clear bucket. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, there's 2 plugs. We're gonna disconnect the brown one and then the gray one. Then we're gonna grab our size 10mm socket with the extension, and we're gonna loosen out the bolt. And then we're gonna take it out by hand once it's loose, just in case it drops. Now let's take out the transmission solenoid. I'm gonna pull it to the left, and then it should slide out, and pull it up. I'm gonna place it on the ground for now. And we're gonna take the gray plug and we're gonna tuck it in. Okay, so we're gonna take out the 3 O-rings. Now we're gonna grab our throttle body cleaner. You're supposed to use a brake cleaner, but I don't have a brake cleaner at the moment, so throttle body cleaner should work. We're just gonna spray it a few times, and we're gonna let it air dry for a few minutes. Now we gotta take out the 3 metal pieces that has the screen in the bottom. This is what filters out the dirt for the transmission solenoid. Now I'm using a needle nose. It's a lot easier than using your fingers and trying to fight pulling it out. So yes, look at one of that metal screen. It actually has dirt, so we definitely gonna clean that off. Once again, we're gonna spray the top. Then we're gonna look at the screen. We're gonna flip it over, and then we're gonna respray it again, and then we're gonna double check. We're gonna do it for all 3. This one has a lot of buildup. Now we took the transmission solenoid, we flip it the other way, and we're spraying it, and now we're gonna lay it on top of a clean cloth to let it dry up. Now a few minutes later, we're looking at it, and then we're gonna wipe off any excess dirt. Now we're gonna take out 3 O-rings, and we're gonna place it in the transmission solenoid. Now we're double checking, and it's clean. Now I already placed the transmission gasket, as you can see it, and it's still going to slightly move, but when you put the 3 metal tube with the screen back in, it's going to help keep it in place and it's not going to move as much. When you put it back, make sure the screen is in the bottom. Now we're going to put it in that way. The same way we took it out, we're going to put it back in. And it's kind of hard doing it with one hand, so it's going to take a few tries. Okay, now it's almost in, and I'm making sure that it's lined up, and it should look like that. Now we're going to take the bolt, you're going to put it in the top right. Then we're gonna screw it in by hand for now. So we got all the bolts on. We're gonna tighten up the top right. Then we're gonna tighten up the bottom left. This way we know for sure that it's flat and everything is even. And now the top left. And now the bottom right. And now the middle right. Now we know for sure everything is tight and laying down flat and even out. We're going to grab our off and we're going to wipe down any excess dirt. Okay, now we're going to look for the 2 plugs. So we're going to plug the black one or the gray one, which is for the bottom. Once it clicks, it's good. And then the brown one for the top. Yeah, everything looks good. Now after you do all of that, we're gonna start up the car, let it run for a few minutes. We're gonna look under the hood and we're gonna look at the transmission solenoid, make sure nothing is leaking. And that's how you take out and change the transmission solenoid gasket and O-rings.